Hi, my name is Kimberly Brown, and we are doing part 2 menthol red testing for the LAB6. Today is June 7th, and we are doing part 2 menthol red testing. So I've already set up my area here. I have my gloves, my gown, my mask, my goggles here. We have our MRVP broths right here. I already have our 4 test tubes here labeled. I've already labeled them, 2 of them E. coli, 2 of them S. epidermis. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and pour the broth equally, the E. coli into here and the S. epidermis into here. And then we're going to go ahead and add 7 droplets to each of them of our menthol red. So we'll go ahead and pour the broth first. I'm going to take the lid off. I don't have my candle here, but I have this, so we're going to go ahead and sterilize. And this is our E. coli. It's labeled here, E. coli broth, the MRVP E. coli broth. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it equal amounts into this one here, and equal amounts into this one here. Put the cap back on this. We'll go ahead and toss this later. These are both E. coli. I'm just going to even them out. That's about even. Now we're going to go ahead and take the MRVP S. epidermis broth. Take the cap off. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do equal parts in each of our test tubes here. Go ahead and take this. So we want to go ahead and even these out. That's about even. So the 2 front ones are S. epidermis, the 2 back ones are E. coli. And this is our MRVP broth in here. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is for 2 of these, the S. epidermis and the E. coli, we're going to put 7 droplets each of the menthol red. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tip off. I'm going to do 7 droplets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 droplets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, going to go ahead and set this aside. And basically what we're trying to see here is if it changes the color to a pink, then it's positive. So we're going to go ahead and wait to see. This is also the results part of this. And I'll lift it up so you can see. The S. epidermis is starting to change a little bit pink. It's red at the top where we put the menthol red, but the coloring is starting to change pink. And our E. coli starting to do the same. More of it is starting to actually go pink. So we had the same amount of broth, and the E. coli is almost turning all the way pink. So we are going to take photos of that to attach. And that's it for this part 2. We're going to actually go ahead and move into part 3, the Voges-Proskauer test. LAB6 part 3, Voges-Proskauer test. And once again, my name is Kimberly Brown. And today is the 7th of June. We have our test tubes here, these 2. These are actually going to have to sit for 30 minutes, so I'll take some photos of these. but these ones are going to have to wait for 30 minutes until we take photos of them. And what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be putting the Barrett's A and the Barrett's B into them, and we're going to see the reactions. So let me pull those out of our lab kit. So this is the Barrett's A, and this is the Barrett's B. So we're going to start with the A first. And with the A, we're going to go ahead and pipette 12 drops into each, the E. coli and the S. epidermis. So let me go ahead and cut the tip off. And we're going to go ahead and put 12 drops each of the Barrett's A. And 12 drops of the Barrett's A into here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the Barrett's B, and we're going to add 4 droplets to each of those. So here's the Barrett's B. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tip off of this. And we're going to put 4 droplets into each of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to set the Barrett's B aside. And what it asks us to do is to take them and shake them a little bit. So we'll just go ahead and stir it on up. And it does want these to sit for 30 minutes. And after sitting for 30 minutes, if it's positive, the color will change. The top of the test tube will be a red surface layer. So it should have a red surface layer at the top of this if it is going to be positive. So we are going to go ahead and put the E. coli and the S. epidermis back in here so that those two can sit for 30 minutes, and then we'll take pictures and results of that. And then these ones we've already concluded are turning pink. They're still turning a little bit pink. This is our E. coli. And this one is the S. epidermis. It's not quite turning all the way pink like the E. coli. This one is slowly but surely going. So we're going to go ahead and let these sit for 30 minutes, and then we'll be back for the results. Thank you.